Hi. So when you're doing creative work, videography, photography, whatever it is, often you'll have lulls where you don't really know what to do. The next thing's coming up, maybe appointments scheduled, or you've got things kind of going on but no progress moving forward, and you don't really know what to do. It's really easy for me to start vlogging now whenever I want to. It takes 3 seconds to turn this on, get the mic out, hit record. So what's on my agenda? I have a website client that I am working with right now. It's actually a law firm site. So basically, I've got some really nice navigation, all that. I made this awesome logo, but this is all there is because I'm currently waiting on actual content for the site. I've got another client that I'm waiting on. I'm gonna be working with them in a couple days. I'm gonna meet with them. I do a lot of web work. That's actually how I've been making most of my money these past few months. As the video and photo scene has been slow, like it is during the winter. And so I'm just waiting. I mean, it's really boring work. I've got contracts that I am writing up for clients, estimates, all that stuff that goes into a business, and always hoping going into it that, you know, they're gonna accept the proposal and we're gonna be able to get started. I'm the type of guy who, you know, I get really antsy about like, oh, I hope I just want them to go for it. I just want them to go for it. But if you're in the same position I am, it seems like a lot of the viewers I get on YouTube are fellow creatives, which is awesome because it gives me people to talk to and it gives me kind of ideas to bounce off of. I can check out their profiles, get new directions from the other people on the platform, which is really cool. Where was I going with this? But oh yeah. If you're just kind of, you know, hoping like, oh, do whatever it takes to make them just go for it. I've been in business almost exactly a year now, and I've found that just doesn't work. You know, you can work with people who ask to be worked with, who ask to have accommodations, but you can't accommodate people before they actually want your service. So the bakery website that I ended up making is done. It's working. It's been up for like a month now. I know it's been a month since I made a video. You know, I often like to look at like the analytics and see how the stuff is performing. You know, just look at the numbers, see what I did well, see what I could do better for either the next site or to improve the current site if they're getting support for that. You know, I've got a trip in a little while. I'm going down to Virginia. So that's my next video project if it happens. That's at the end of this week, this Friday. If the weather decides to play nice. Right now it's not playing nice. It's saying it's gonna rain the first 2 days. So, you know, I don't know whether or not we're gonna be filming for that. I don't know how well this guy can handle filming in the rain. But I guess if I get like a little baby umbrella for it, maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just waiting. Nothing's going on. And when nothing's going on, I want to make videos about stuff, but I don't have anything to really make videos about. This is boring. I'll see all these videos where, you know, YouTubers are curating this content. And they're producing it, and a lot of other creators in my space where, you know, they're making these short film-esque videos to, you know, to put on their channels and act like, you know, that's how their day-to-day life is, when it's actually not. They've spent literal hours and hours and hours directing shots and storyboarding out their video like it's just another part of their day, which on one hand, I understand why they do that, because they, you know, they're a filmmaker and they're videographers and they want to showcase their skills. So they just use the talents that they're given to kind of showcase that in their day-to-day life. I prefer to just take a second to bust out the camera, pop it open, keep things authentic, and just talk on the camera. But when nothing's going on, that can be really boring. So I'm not like that. So, but what else do I have coming up? I've got a wedding coming up. I've got a cleaning company that needs video coming up in a couple months, over in April. In a couple months, I've got a fitness company that might need my help, which I'm a member there, or at least, you know, I'm paying for a membership there, and so I'm hoping he'll barter with me to get some of that money back from the membership, because sometimes you have to pay out to support a business that you want to work with. It may seem counterintuitive, but really it's letting yourself get eaten to move things forward in another way, get to know someone. So that's the strategy I took. Plus, I mean, hey, personal training, it's all for betterment and wellness and all that. So I've also got a cafe that's gonna need some social media videography over in February. So that's in a couple weeks probably. But that's pro bono spec work. That's not paid work. So I don't really have any advice. I don't know what these videos are kind of supposed to be. You know, it's like I'm just here in my room. It's kind of a bland room, you know. I got this is why I love doing videos in here. I got my laundry right there. Got my guitars right there. It's great. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't make me upset. Got my little light right there. Basically, I'm lazy. I take my video light and I just shine it up at the wall to cast reflections down onto me, instead of putting on a modifier that takes like 20 minutes to actually, you know, unfold and bend the rods and stick them in the holes and all that, because I don't have one of those, what do you call them? The fold out ones that snap. It's like the newest version of the light domes or whatever. You know, I don't know. It's literally, this is my bed, you know. My studio is my room. Yeah, I don't know. I got some unfolded, yet to be folded laundry out. You know, this is my life. So, and then, I don't know. Doing a lot of Facebook work lately. Facebook is the most confusing thing for me. It bothers me. It's like as soon as you get on, you're just bombarded with irrelevant bullshit instead of what you actually need. So I get to enjoy all of that garbage just endlessly, instead of seeing things that are relevant to me. Like, you know, I'm constantly following groups to see if there are opportunities to do stuff like that. You know, especially when things are slow, I'm on there a lot, but instead I see garbage posts about, you know, Superman being freaking, I don't know, like just, I don't know, freaking stupid memes. Some of them aren't even in English. I'm trying not to say anything that would piss people off, but it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Like, reminders for your child. What is this? What is this? I'm a kid. It's just I don't have a child. I don't have a child that does sports. So why would I need that on my freaking feed? I don't need it. So, you know, I'm on Facebook and Instagram trying to promote my business and all that. Trying to find different creative ways to do so. And, you know, things are just slow right now. It's end of January. It's really, really slow. Everyone's spent all their money on Christmas stuff, and then, you know, that's it. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of my equipment, here's how my equipment is so far. So the big thing on my mind is, hold on, my nose itches. The big thing on my mind right now is the wedding I have March 16th. I want to make this the best wedding video possible with my equipment and with any equipment that I can get. So right now I have my Canon EOS R. I've got the Osmo Pocket 3. I've got my Blackmagic Pocket 6K. And in terms of lenses, I've got a few EF-S lenses from my old Rebel T7 for my Blackmagic camera. This is not good enough because the lenses are lower quality. They're kit lenses. They're just made, mass produced, you know, with the cheapest glass that Canon has. But they work. So I'll use them on normal shoots. The stakes aren't very high, where cinematic qualities are not the top priority, where it's more in a social media setting or something like that. Lower stakes stuff, essentially. But I have a buddy, his name is Jakob. He's awesome. I'll see if I can put his stuff in the description below. But he is also a videographer. He's a student, but I have a feeling he's gonna make it big with film stuff when he's out of college and off doing his own thing. So, but he can get me access to some Rokinon cinema lenses that should help me out. I figure if the bride's here, the groom's here, and I've got a camera back here in the corner, back here in the other corner, 2 Black Magics, I'll have Jakob bring another body, have them crossing, have an 85mm lens here, 85mm lens here, or a 135 if he can get a 135. 85mm lens here, 135 on the bride, 85 on the groom, and then me going around with my RS3, you know, basically capturing the back and going around capturing people's reactions. I figure for the ceremony itself, that'll be great. I've got my drone, so I'll get great shots of the whole venue and all that, as long as it's not raining. If it's raining, I'll do something different, but it's whatever, you know, you do what you can. Can't fly a drone when it's raining unless you have a waterproof drone. But I figure I have those cinema quality lenses with a high focal length. I'll be able to punch in where I need to be to get the reactions of their faces. I've got my DJI mics, so the bride and groom will be mic'd up. I'll have a mic on my Canon, you know, pointing towards wherever I'm shooting it. And then I'll have a Tascam on the minister or whoever's doing the ceremony. And then it should be good. So that's kind of my plan right now. Now, I have never done a wedding solo, and that's why I'm doing this one I gave them a pretty, you know, basically I'm taking a total loss on this, but I think it'll be a really great learning experience. It'll be something unique. They wanted something unique. They do not want a highly curated, perfect, like, oh, she was beautiful and flawless and they're so magical and like, they didn't want that. They want something more like you're in it, you know, you're a part of it. You're a part of their day, which I'm actually pretty good at. So I've done things like that before, but I've always been a second shooter or an assistant or something like that for events like this. I have just on weddings though, specifically. I've always been a second shooter or an assistant. So this is my first where I am primary, I'm the boss, I'm the director of the production. So I really want to make sure this goes without a hitch, flawless, because I don't know the next time I'm going to get a chance like this. And then I'm going to use all the footage as promotional material, stuff like that, to get more weddings, to get stuff rolling. So that's my plan. But I don't know. You guys can tell me, you know, if there's anything you think I need for it. I don't know how many weddings you guys have done, but I have a couple of people who have done some weddings that I've talked to, and they've recommended different things and all that. But, you know, I also want to have like an emergency kit to be helpful to other people, like the photographer, all that. It's just been something that's on my mind and just floating in the back of my head as I go about my day doing everything. But it should be fun. So, you know, all right. I'm so tired, man. I'm just tired. It's like as soon as I sit down at my desk and I start looking, like as soon as I look at Facebook, I'm ready to just keel over and die. I do not like it. I like YouTube, but YouTube bombards you with ads until you literally keel over and die. Instagram, I don't really get. Like, yeah, I get what Reels are, obviously. You know, I've been doing short form content for years, but the engagement growth strategy for my own brand, for all that, is just like, okay, all right. It's like other people know something I don't, I guess, but you just got to keep moving, keep producing. I've seen plenty of people advocate for the throw it at the wall and see what sticks method. I've seen people advocate for the no, make the highly tailored, curated content, make it look perfect. But then when you do that, it flops. And if you don't, if you post a bunch of stuff, then all that flops. If you didn't take care with it, it's just like, what the hell? Look at how tired I am. Look at this. Look at this. I am unhealthy. I'm unhealthy, man. I'm not doing too great. It's a new year though. We're gonna get better this year. This past year beat the shit out of me, but that's what happens when you leave a standard 9 to 5, really more of an 8 to 5 or 8 to 6. It's bullshit, but I'm not gonna get into my opinion. I'm a very opinionated guy, but when you leave your job and you start operating on your own, finding that next paycheck or finding that next opportunity to pursue can be a lot. So, because you do everything yourself, you can hire other people to help you out to do things for you, but not until you actually have a baseline amount of income that you can budget out. So I'm just doing things myself, figuring it out, there are some things that I didn't really know how to do much of beforehand, like Google Analytics and stuff like that. I learned how to do it. It's like, you just learn how to do it. You don't know how to do it? Learn how to do it. There's literally unlimited resources online that allow you to do what you're trying to do. So, oh man. As for what I'm gonna do the rest of the day, hell if I know, man. I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep on trucking. So, Wednesday, got the meeting. But yeah, I'm just gonna start, I'm probably going to have to just mush through uploading vlogs like this, just getting content out there, because if I'm putting my life out there for people to see, it works better if you actually put your life out there for people to see. I don't like pretending I'm something I'm not. I don't like pretending other people are something that they're not. So here's where I am, here's what I'm up to. So, or maybe I'll keep filming later in the day. I don't know. I don't think anything else is gonna happen today. So, all right, peace.